Story Wale is here with your story staple of short stories, book reviews, and much more. Visit our website to know us better, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the bell icon for regular updates. A heart-rending tale of pain, resilience, and love. Hola amigos, I am Prajakta. This is Story Wale Reviews, and today we review Our Moon Has Blood Clots by Rahul Pandita. Today's review is not strictly a classic review. This book was released in 2017 and was published by Penguin Random House. This one might be slightly emotional, may even be considered political. But whatever genre you put it into, Our Moon Has Blood Clots stirs something deep within. Here comes the part that might be considered controversial. It's about the exodus of Kashmiri Pandits from the valley. When I picked up this book, I was expecting something very different. I was expecting it to be brutally heart-wrenching, which it totally was, and I was expecting it to be communally and politically polarized, which it wasn't. One thing I definitely did not expect was for it to become one of those books that I hold very dear to my heart. This one is not a fictional story. That was one of the reasons I was skeptical about this in the beginning. From the past few videos, you may have guessed that I am not much of a non-fiction reader. And I must say that I picked this one more out of political curiosity than anything else. But something changed along the way. When I began reading, I found myself so beautifully immersed in Rahul Pandita's world that the real or fictional nature of the work did not matter. For the most part, this book feels like you're reading Rahul Pandita's daily journal. Not just reading it, but feeling it, living it. Much like Harry Potter reads Tom Riddle's diary. Sorry, I just couldn't resist that reference. However, Rahul Pandita's diary is anything but evil. This novel attempts to give us insights into Rahul Pandita's life before, during, and after the insurgency began. I must say this book is not entirely about the insurgency. It's mostly about the life that existed before and got ruined almost after the events took place in the unfortunate manner. At the end of this book, I actually felt like I knew Pandita like a friend. I knew his childhood, I knew his home, and I knew his pain. Even though the narrative moves beautifully and seamlessly throughout, there is a small patch in between where it shifts from Pandita to one of his uncles. Here, we are given a peek into the Kashmir that was during the times of his youth. It becomes a tad slow in that course, but these worlds and these Kashmirs that Pandita saw and his uncle saw, they never leave you for a second. I as a reader related more to Pandita's version because of the sheer familiarity with it. Regardless, the contrast and the similarities that you'll experience when you compare these two versions, that is subtle and yet thought-provoking. Again, as this is a non-fiction work, you might wonder what kind of a character analysis we might be doing at this point. But Pandita's character development may surprise you just as much as it surprised me. Pandita builds these characters with such care and so many real traits that whenever they come up in a memory, you feel warm within. And you feel pained when they either just fade off or are brutally taken away from you. Pandita's loss becomes your loss. Be it Ravi, his cousin, with whom he watches a green-haired foreigner while on an outing, or Totha, his grandfather's brother, who gives him a piece of sugarcane when he's heartbroken, or even his mother, who, much like everyone else, is a strange and wonderful mix of strength, vulnerability, and pure longing. The language that Pandita uses is nothing short of breezy, but that is about the only breezy thing that you will find in this one. No brownie points for guessing that this one is not a light read. It especially gets quite jarring when Pandita starts describing the incidents during insurgency. One might find it helpful to have a background of the historical events that unfolded, but it is not really a prerequisite for reading this particular novel. If you are more interested in the experience of the author and not necessarily how it plays in the history, then Pandita himself gives you enough information to piece it all together. One striking thing was, despite it being so painful and so horrific, I found it extremely hard to put it down. This is yet another lesson from history about the disaster that can befall when hate gets mixed up with religion, power, and so many other things political. But I'm pretty certain that this story will touch you even if you're not interested in the politics of it. Let's check out our Readometer reading. Our moon has blood clots. Is a must read. That's it from us for today. If you like the content and if you like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let us know in the comment section how you find these videos, and also if you want us to review something else. Visit our website for more fun stories and vlogs. If you like what we are doing here, you will definitely enjoy it there. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And also hit the bell icon so that you don't miss our videos. Until we meet next, stay safe, happy reading, hasta la vista.